Hello, creeps.
All right, welcome back to Fright Night Flicks. You're here with Dan and Darren.
What's up, guys?
What is up, everybody? Today, we are going to be reviewing the 1997 I Know What You Did Last Summer.
What are you waiting for, huh? What are you waiting for?
A little blast from the past.
Dude, I'm excited to do this one. I mean, I don't think I've watched it since, like, I don't know, high school or something.
Oh, dude, it's been forever. So we're doing this because if you didn't know, the new one's coming out this week. I don't know when we're putting this out. This week?
Yeah, sure.
So we're revisiting an old classic.
Yeah, and dude, it's fun to go back to these because, well, I'm going to be honest, I didn't remember a lot of it other than the guy with the hook.
Yeah, dude, honestly, I didn't remember anything.
And if you guys don't remember, I'm going to tell you what it's about. Four young friends, bound by a tragic accident, are reunited when they find themselves being stalked by a hook-wielding maniac in their small seaside town. Now, before we jump in, I got some special news for you guys. We launched merch. So we have a few things on there. We have a Chucky t-shirt. I don't know if I can say Chucky, a little redheaded doll.
An image that looks similar to Chucky.
We have a Jason shirt, and then we have stickers for you, like, super supporters, or you guys want a sticker of these idiots. We got one.
Yeah, dude, and thank you for doing that, Daniel.
Yeah, I'm working on a bunch of other stuff. I have like all these great ideas. They're kind of hard to design, but I love doing it. So all you have to do is go to YouTube, go to the store, and you can find it there. Or you could just type in Fright Night Clothing Co. company, like co.com, and you'll go right to our store.
Yeah, and we'll keep brainstorming. And hey, if you have any ideas, drop a comment. We'll create something for you. Specialty, maybe.
Well, I don't know if we're any special t-shirts, but
Specialty for you. You just have to buy it.
Like, what I kind of want to do is after each episode have a shirt that drops. And I don't know if I can keep up with it. That's kind of a lot. But like, or definitely do some specialty ones, like maybe even some limited ones. That would be kind of cool for the show.
Actually, that would be neat.
More importantly than that, hey, special thanks to you members out there. We appreciate you guys.
Thanks for all the support, guys.
Yeah, and if you guys are interested in being a member, hit that join button. It has all our membership levels. You can get a monthly bonus episode, early access to episodes. We have our after pod that we just talk nonsense on. So check it out. Join up if you want. We'd love to have you.
Absolutely.
All right, now let's get into this movie because I am really excited to talk about it. Oh.
Just to be clear, we got to let everyone know, like we said, we are going to do the new I Know What You Did Last Summer when that drops. So keep an eye out for that episode.
Hit that little bell notification.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay, so this is directed by Jim Gillespie. Writers, Kevin Williamson and Louis Duncan. Do you know those names?
No, do you?
Any of them?
Kevin. Yeah, Kevin's Scream?
Yep. Kevin Williamson from Scream. So he wrote this actually before Scream, but we'll get into that as we go. Rotten Tomatoes, critics gave it a 49, audience 41. Is that surprising to you? We're going to jump in our initial impressions.
Is it surprising? It is, because this is like a cult classic, but it isn't that surprising because it's not a spectacular movie. There's nothing to me with this movie that where it's like, oh, dude, it's amazing. It's just like a fun watch.
Yeah, I think I totally agree with you. It surprises me because it is such kind of a cult classic, though. I thought the audience would be higher.
Dude, here's what I know. I can't ever judge the Rotten Tomato scores. I have no idea why things are scored the way they are.
Yeah, well, we also have some different tastes.
We got some trash taste.
Yeah, we like some bad movies. That's just true. So with this movie, though, I did love right out the gate the setting.
What is it, East Coast ocean vibe?
East Coast? That's West Coast, bro.
This is West Coast?
Absolutely, that's West Coast.
Oh, you're tripping.
No, that's 1,000%. It's off Highway 1.
You think this movie's set on the West Coast? You know they go to school in New York.
The scene on the roadways is 100. That's on the West Coast, bro.
Okay, but the movie's set on the East Coast.
But I'm talking about the setting, like where it starts off on the road up on the mountain. You know?
Okay. Wow, we went on a journey there. So that was filmed on the West Coast.
You didn't know that? Like when I saw it, I'm like, that's Highway 1 all the way.
No, I don't. Why would I know that?
Have you traveled on the coast?
Yeah, when I travel, I do Jeep. I use whatever's my phone navigation. I don't even know where I am half the time.
Oh my gosh. Right. Anyways, I did love the setting though, because it's up on the ocean, that windy road, and it's like foggy outside. I just like the way they said it. I don't know.
It's it's a chill vibe in this movie. I'll say this. It held up, I thought. I haven't watched it forever. I remember liking it back in the day. This wasn't like one of my favorite movies, but it was always like just a fun one to throw on. And I still thought it was enjoyable. I was entertained the whole way through. Jennifer Love Hewitt, smoke show. Sarah Michelle Gellar, smoke show.
I mean,
Freddie
both,
Prinze, Ryan Phillippe.
I forgot how bad of an actor Freddie Prinze Jr. is.
So Ray grew up to be a fisherman, huh?
Yeah, almost a year now. I'll work on that one over there.
Dude, I love him, and I love his characters, though. Like, I like the way he is. He seems likable in everything he does.
Like, is definitely the dude, like, you would 100% hang out with, and I feel like he is probably genuinely just a good dude.
I've listened on a podcast. He kind of seems like the way he acts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a great actor, though, but we like him. I don't care. You might not be able to act, but I enjoyed him in the movie. And actually, to be honest, he's really not in that movie that much.
No.
But the killer in the urban legend, that's, like, right up my alley. I love urban legends. I think it's awesome. And the killer with the hook is just like different.
The only thing with this movie, I wish they wouldn't have shown him. Then I'm like, But
yeah, that's true. Well, yeah, I agree with that.
Jennifer Love Hewitt, though, she's the funniest to me because she has this thing where she does this, like, she'll say something and then she'll do like a smile and a giggle. It's like she's figured out how to do the shy acting. Like she'll say something and she kind of puts her head down, does a little smile thing.
Yeah, she plays like that timid character really well.
Strong but timid.
And I gotta say, I did like the plot twist in this.
Yeah, I was lost at one point. I'm like, I don't even understand what's happening, and then it took me a second that I finally figured it out. It was a good twist.
There's a couple things in here though where I'm like, okay, I don't understand how that happened or why that happened. Like there's some murdering that goes on that I'm like at the end, I'm like, well, why did that guy die?
Well, we'll get into it, but yeah, I don't think it's like a beautifully written movie. I don't even think it's necessarily a good movie. I just think it's a fun movie.
Okay, I'm with that. Yeah, overall though, I enjoyed it, so let's just dive right in.
Let's go.
So the film starts off with a young man. He's contemplating on life while he's sitting on the edge of like the cliff with the ocean in front of him. And they just show this scene in the beginning, and then it cuts away. And in the beginning, like when I first watched, I'm like, what the heck does this mean? But it ties in at the end.
Well, that's the whole point. They're only showing you a glimpse. You don't really know what it means until you do.
All right, so we cut over to the beauty pageant, and this is where we see Sarah Michelle Gellar.
It's hilarious that you gave her the initials because I was giving Jennifer Love Hewitt. I was calling her JLH in my notes.
Yeah, I go SMG, blocka blocka, you know.
Yeah, dude, she has a smoke show. You know what's distracting this movie? Is because if you guys don't know, Sarah Michelle Gellar and Freddie Prinze Jr. are actually husband and wife in real life.
Okay, I'm going to drop, I had this in here, a little fun fact of the movie. They only speak to each other 2 times in the movie.
Oh, that's funny. Well, and that's what's distracting to me is they're dating other people in the movie. And there's really only 4 main characters. There's 4 main characters in this movie. You're following the 4, and they're 2 of the 4, but they, like you said, they don't even interact, and they're husband and wife.
Yeah, are they still married?
Yeah.
Good for them.
Well, as far as I knew. I mean, I haven't really checked in.
All right, so let's just get it. You brought up the whole cast. I'm going to just go over them real quick because they're all here at this beauty pageant for Helen. Helen's Sarah Michelle Gellar. She's the beauty queen. She's with Barry. She wants to be an actress. Like right now in the beginning, you're learning they all have these like big goals, big dreams. Life is going very well for them at this point, okay?
Right.
So that's Helen with Barry. Now, Barry is Ryan Phillippe. He's the asshole rich kid football star.
I think he's a quarterback. Dude, it drives me nuts with this stuff. Like, he doesn't look like a quarterback at all. Why would you cast him as a quarterback?
Well, he could be a quarterback.
Oh, he's tiny, bro. He's not a quarterback. You got to put him as like a wide receiver or something.
Is he tiny?
He's not big.
Well, I mean, all actors are kind of small.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Let's be realistic. Put him as a wide receiver or something.
I'd buy a wide receiver.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay. Anyways, then we have Jennifer Love Hewitt, who's Julie, and she's with Ray. Ray's Freddie Prinze Jr. So Julie is going to be a hotshot lawyer. That's her thing.
Smart girl.
Smart. Freddie Prinze Jr., that's Ray. He's a philosophy student. I think he's going to Boston or New York. He's going to some college. I forget what it is. But the more important thing, he's the poor of the group.
Yeah, he's just in because he's dating Jennifer Love Hewitt.
I like how they like set a lot of that up, and it comes up a couple times, but like it's kind of weird because some of them don't. I mean, they act like rich kids-ish, but then like, who is it? Helen's parents like own like a thrift shop.
Yeah, I don't know why that's even in the story. 'Cause I don't feel like it really plays into much at all. But except for maybe to throw you off the scent, like, or not throw you off the scent. It's a red herring is what I think it is. I think they're trying to drive you
you're right.
to think that Freddie might have motive.
You're totally right. That's what it is.
Hey
Yeah,
guys, see, I'm doing it. I'm becoming a pro reviewer.
I would have liked it though if they did show a little bit more of it, like kind of like, I mean, you do see Barry lives in like a mansion, but if they had like maybe an extra scene where you see that like Freddie Prinze Jr.
Just
really,
just like with a blanket laying on the streets.
Oh, whatever.
Dude, I'll tell you what, by the way, guys, wait to the end because that's Sarah Michelle Gellar, wrong. That Jennifer Love Hewitt scene with the towel at the end. Oh my God. I just appreciate art.
Yeah.
I think you guys do too.
So anyways, Helen ends up winning the beauty contest. And then we go straight over to the after party. All these movies back in the day, you go to the parties. Like Scream, all these movies, you get to the party, you know?
Well, yeah, it's fun to watch.
So when we get to the party, we meet two characters, and they're like the pretty much the two other people in the movie. One is Elsa, who's Helen's sister. Gotta be the meanest person ever.
Bro, I don't understand where this animosity's coming from.
She was like so mean. Like the entire movie, she does nothing but like belittle Helen and just trashes her for no reason.
Well, yeah, it is odd. Do you know what she's in? There's a couple things she's in.
I don't.
Oh my God. Billy Madison, first of all. She's the hot teacher.
Oh.
More importantly, Sonya Blade in Mortal Kombat.
Oh, that is her.
Yeah.
Wow, they made her kind of like drabbed down.
Well, yeah, she's kind of like nerdy-ish. She's got glasses or something. I don't know.
Yeah, you play these at this time, like in this, well, it still probably works. You just stick glasses on someone, they're the nerdy one.
Well, don't... Yeah, if I take these off, I'm beautiful. No, but that's what I like about these movies is they just play into the stereotypes. Each character gets their own little stereotype, and I like it that way. It's simple.
Yeah, I'm into it. Then we meet Max, and I gotta say, first of all, Max has some freaking balls on him.
Dude, this dude, he's wild.
This guy's a freaking savage because they get to the party, right? All these people are at the party together. The first thing he does is go up to Julie, and he asks her out on a date, just starts hitting on her, asks her out. Ray is there with her.
How about I take you out before you leave town, kind of a bon voyage thing.
So that's what's great is this guy, let's give him he's like a 5. Jennifer Love Hewitt's a 10. Ray's a 10. What does he think he's going to do here? And they're already dating. Like he thinks he's got a shot?
Well, dude, you don't ask a guy's girl, like in high school, if you ask a guy's girlfriend out, like hit on her, you're going to have to fight. Like you can't just do that. And then let alone...
apparently you can.
Let alone at the party. To be honest, I actually like Max.
Hey, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Well, anyways, Julie ends up shooting him
you
down.
like Max.
Yeah.
I respect the move, but the dude's kind of like an a-hole in this. He's kind of weird.
He's not. I mean, other than that move, but I don't think Ray is a good guy.
Which one's Ray, Freddy?
Yeah.
I think Ray's a good guy.
He's complicit in what happens here. I don't think he's that good of a guy.
We're going to the situation later.
I like Max. And he the balls of him doing that, and then afterwards, and these are a bunch of rich kids. You got to remember that. Other than Ray. Ray's not rich, but that's the group they're in. So he's fighting for the common man.
Man, you're riding hard for Max. I don't know about this.
Well, then I liked his attitude a little bit later. We'll get to it. Anyways, Julie shoots him down, and then Barry emasculates him, and then tries to fight him.
Yo, Chumbing, take a hike.
Barry, played by Ryan Phillippe, he is just it's like he's on steroids. Like that's the energy he's bringing to this role. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, dude. Well, this is where I said the funny thing is because here they kind of want you to feel sorry for Max a little bit, and they really show how Barry's a total dick. But I have mixed emotions because really Barry's kind of doing a noble thing because this dude just hit on his buddy's girl. You gotta defend that a little.
Yeah, actually, you're kind of right. That's a straight disrespect is what Max was throwing in here.
Yeah.
And Barry did what he had to do. You're kind of right. That's an interesting point.
Then I flip back because I think Max is a better guy. I like Max better than Ray. So then I'm kind of I actually am rooting for Max. And he's going against this group. The balls you're going against a group of these rich kids to try to hook up with this chick that's way out of your league.
Yeah, and you're just a short, frumpy dude.
Well, I wouldn't say all that.
Comparatively to Freddie and Ryan?
I mean,
I don't know about the height-wise.
That's why I do. The guy's kind of a hero.
You know what, though? Now I'm thinking about it, going back to the sister, Sarah Michelle Gellar's sister, I don't know their names in this movie.
Elsa.
You know why she was such a jerk to her sister? She was another red herring. They're trying to make you think there's something there.
That's tough.
Oh, 100%. That's why. There's no reason otherwise.
Okay. Well, let's move on. The crew heads down to Dawson's Beach where they sit around a campfire. Now, I did like this part because this is where we get into the urban legends. So this whole hook hand thing, this is an urban legend.
Yeah, we've all heard stories like this.
Okay, and I'm going to go over the stories they tell, and then I want you to come up which one you think's the real version that you've heard. You know what I mean?
Well, it's Freddie Prinze Jr.'s version.
Okay, you agree.
Yeah.
Okay, I totally think the same thing. So the story starts off, basically two young people go up to a secluded hill, a lover's lane.
Yeah, tell a story, bro. Give it to them.
Two young lovers drive up in a secluded hill. On an empty mountain, they find themselves.
do it more like normal.
Anyways, two young kids park up on a hill, and they're getting ready to do what lovers do, right?
Sure.
But then the radio static comes on, emergency message. There's been an escaped convict from the local insane asylum, right? Now, this part is where it gets a little foggy for me because there's a noise that's heard or something. They hear like a scratching sound. Depending on your story, this can occur at different times. The guy gets out to go explore around to see what's going on. No, that's one story. See, I get them confused.
Yeah, can you just tell the story?
Okay.
The hook's in the door.
No, okay, so they hear a noise. The girl freaks out, want to leave. They take off in the car. When they get back to their house, there's a hook in the door. That's like the original story. It's told a little better.
Yeah, which is a great story, though, because it's so... I always like that version of it, because it is really creepy, because you think, like, oh, it was nothing, and then to see the hook in the door, it's like, oh, no, someone was there the whole time.
Not only, he was right there.
Yeah.
Okay, but Barry thinks this is wrong, because he thinks the guy gets out of the car to, like, find help or something. But then the girl, after the guy leaves, she hears scratching sounds from inside the car. And that's because the boyfriend was hung from the tree above and his feet are scraping the top.
Oh, you know what? That does sound so like something, but I don't know. That's not the version I heard.
Yeah.
But that's what I like about urban legends, is there are different versions.
Yeah, well, here's another one. Helen says he wasn't hung, he was decapitated, and it's his blood dripping down onto the car.
Heard something like that, too.
Julie goes with gutted with a hook, still blood dripping on the car.
When I heard that, I'm like, is this a Scream reference, or did Scream take that line from this movie?
What line?
I'm gonna gut you like a fish. When she said gutted with a hook or whatever, it reminds me of Scream.
Well, dude, I mean, Kevin Williamson wrote it. I bet he did take inspiration.
Like, gut you like a fish.
I bet you that was something like kind of in his mind from this.
Well, I'm sure if he wrote this, then yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Hey, there's a little nugget. That one's free.
Yeah.
Next one's members only, so you better pay.
By the way, Urban Legends, that's like kind of a movie around this time. I can't even remember what it's about. I mean,
there's a couple classics from around. I don't even know when this came out, but like Urban Legends is a good one. Idle Hands is another one I want to revisit.
I like how you threw that in.
I love Idle Hands.
Yeah, that is a good one. All right. Anyways, on the beach now, they tell their stories. Then the couples all hook up. After that's over, they decide to call it a night. The problem is, again, they're up on this mountain by the beach. They got to get home. Barry's completely hammered, so Ray has to drive.
You gotta point out, we have now violated 2 horror movie rules. We have drinking going on, only one, but still that's someone drinking, and they hooked up. That's a recipe for disaster.
Yes, not good, not good.
And you're on the sand. We don't need to go into it too much, but that is not fun. I don't know. I just would think there could be issues.
Dude, at that age, who cares?
I mean, that's true. I would do it on pile of trash.
I mean, with those girls, like...
Oh my God, yeah.
In the sand, I'd be in the ocean.
Well, yeah, but that's not even... I think that'd probably be better. No, I don't know. There's
I don't
issues
know about the
all
ocean. Yeah.
Anyways.
I'd be in a...
I don't want to think about you doing anything.
I'd be in a dumpster.
Yeah,
That'd be fine.
Probably by yourself watching. You're some weirdo.
Anyways, so we're up on this mountain road now. Ray's driving. Again, this is a windy road. It's like foggy, hard to see already, okay? By the way, this same location was used in The Birds, the movie. 1963 Alfred Hitchcock classic.
Yeah, cool.
You don't respect The Birds?
It's been so long. I mean, it was surprisingly a scary movie for being about birds, but...
Yeah, it's all about that, the score.
Yeah, it's all that music.
Okay. Anyways, now Barry, while they're driving, this dude's totally on one. He's in the back seat. He's hammering this bottle of liquor. Then he decides, you know what? Let's step this up. Let's get into that sunroof and just start screaming.
Bro, that's a crazy move to like, you're on a windy road late, you're drunk, and to be stand out of the sunroof is insane.
It's bold. It's bold.
But that's Barry. Barry just does this. You know?
Well, and he does this. He drops that bottle of alcohol, which falls at the Ray's feet. He's trying to drive down this windy road. He takes his eyes off the road. At the same time, Barry, again from the sunroof, best view of the car, from the car, sees a man in a slicker, tries to yell for help. But of course, Ray, he can't even see what's going on. Trucks this dude. Not only does he truck him, the freaking body rolls over the hood off of Barry's head. Like, just smashes him.
That's what I noticed. It ricochets off Barry, which I don't know, man. That could be very bad.
Oh, Barry would be dead.
I think his spine would be like bent.
I think Barry would totally be dead. But anyways, they hit this guy. They slam on the brakes. They all come flooding out of the car to see what happened. But Barry decides, even though he had the best view and obviously saw what they hit, it must have just been a deer.
Yeah, Barry's also kind of drunk, so things are a little hazy. Not to mention, dude, the level of anxiety I have now watching this it's too much because they have stopped their car on a windy road in the middle of the night and are just walking out in the road.
Yeah, they stopped in the lane and then they're just like, we're just going to walk on this windy road. Like all it takes is someone coming around a corner and now you're all dead.
So yeah, that's maybe problem number one here. But yeah, so now we have a potential dead body. We have something out there.
Well, Julie finds a boot and then she finds the body. Max does a little pulse check on the body. There's nothing there.
He's gone.
And well, all you really need to know, I guess the guy's in a slicker at this point, right?
Yeah, well, it's hard to even tell because he's all jacked up. And they even say that they can't recognize the face. And this is where like bad decisions are made.
Well, let me ask you. You're in this situation. What are you doing?
I'm calling the cops immediately. Of course. Why would you not? So this is the problem. Here's the situation that they've put in front of us is that they think because there was alcohol in the car, they're going to get screwed. Barry thinks for sure they're going to think he was drinking. They're never going to believe someone else was.
Driving.
Sorry, driving, yes. Because he was drinking.
He was.
Yeah. Yeah, so they're trying to say, like, hey, the cops will never believe us. We're all going to go to jail because they're going to say Barry was drinking and driving. Our lives can be over. So we have to hide the body, which is a horrible decision. I don't think anyone would ever go that route because I think it's perfectly believable when all three say, hey, Barry wasn't driving, right? Like, especially when he just got, like, I'm sure he had, like, visible marks from when the body hit his face.
Yeah, he had the guy's blood on him.
Yeah.
I mean, at the worst case, and the dude honestly was walking down the center of the road. Like, they did nothing wrong in this situation other than they are underage and they have alcohol. So they could get in, like, some trouble. But as long as Ray wasn't drinking, which he wasn't, they're totally fine.
Yeah, that's my issue with this is I just think the scenario isn't believable that people would actually go this route.
Yeah.
But
well, the two dudes, Ray and Barry, they're totally like, don't want to call the cops. The girls are the most level headed and they're like trying to explain to them like, hey, we're not going to get in that much trouble for this, you know?
So you can understand though, Barry's drunk, so he's not thinking clearly. It's really Freddie's character, Ray, where I'm like, you should know better, but whatever. They're going to go down this route and hence we have a movie.
Yes. Well, if the situation isn't bad enough, they see a car coming up this windy road. Now, here's the problem. Like, at first when I saw the car, I'm like, okay, this is an easy decision now. You have to just own this. There's nothing you can do.
Unless you're going to kill the guy in the car.
Yeah, I guess that's the other option.
Now you're really in deep.
Yeah, because this guy wasn't like far at all. He's like 50 yards from them when they see the lights. So he can already see them. That's not what they do. Instead, they grab the body and carry it to the guardrail and throw it over the side of the guardrail.
So we're to assume that this guy didn't see it when he clearly would have seen everything.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Shit, they're slowing down. Who is it? It's Max.
Get rid of him!
Ridiculous.
Yeah, bad idea all the way. Anyways, the guy driving up, it's Max. Max in the truck. And the one thing about Max now, this guy is turned into a different person.
Yeah, he's got a little attitude, a little bad boy.
Dude, he's like, I loved it. I was like, dude, good for you, Max. Because before he seemed like the nerdy, like timidish guy that's kind of asking her out. This is like the badass Max.
But it's funny that he's giving Freddie such attitude when they're both the poor kids, right? Like, it's interesting, so. Like, why is he giving Freddie such attitude? And Freddie wasn't even rude to him.
What can I do for you, Max?
You can wipe that my shit don't stink grin off your face.
Okay, Max. Will do.
No, Freddie's actually being as nice as you can to a guy who's hitting on your girlfriend.
I'm going to use Ray and Freddie interchangeably, so it is what it is. Freddie Prinze Jr. plays Ray. There you go.
So Max doesn't seem to see the body. He just ends up taking off. So the kids now, see, I thought the plan was to just dump this guy over the edge into the ocean.
Yeah, I thought so too, because I'm like, okay, that's not as bad as what happens now, because what they decided to do is throw him in the trunk, drive him down to the shore, and then take him out and dump him there. I mean, the amount of DNA you've just put on this body.
Oh, dude, it's just like, yeah, let's just get it all over the car, everyone.
Well, not to mention, I think just picking up and moving the body the way that they did is like, dude, you're in big trouble now.
Yeah, and they're going to leave stuff at the scene. It's a mess, dude. This is all bad. So like you said, they take him to the dock, they drop him off at the very end of it. And that was weird too, because it's like, they don't just throw him in. They set him down on the end of the dock. It's like,
and they did this for a reason, though. Ray and Julie are going to make a decision not to go through with this, whereas Helen and Barry will end up doing this whole thing.
Yeah, well, that's true. But Barry also, I think that part of it too is they have to like set the scene for when the killer returns, because Barry makes a statement here. He says, let's just pretend it's an escaped lunatic with a hook for a hand and dump this guy.
Right.
Just setting the scene a little there.
Interesting, Daniel. Interesting.
All right, so Julie has second thoughts, like you said, but Helen decides, you know what, let's just do it. So she pushes him over, but the problem is when she goes to push him, the dude wakes up. He's not even dead. Grabs the crown off her head, gets dumped into the water, to which Barry then jumps after, dives in, grabs the crown from him, when the guy does the best Jason Voorhees impression he can do.
Where he's just standing there with his eyes open?
He's standing straight up in the water, like Voorhees in the bottom of a lake, and just like staring, you know?
Yeah, and not to mention, it's in the middle of the night, and that lake, I guess it's the ocean, is just lit up. I don't know how Barry would see anything.
Oh, that's a good point. There's no way you're seeing in that water.
Oh, dude, crystal clear, too.
Well,
not to mention, I'm not diving down in after someone in the water. Like, that's terrifying at night.
Well,
Get out of here. So now the problem is these kids have now like legit committed murder. You can't deny they actually threw an alive person in the lake or the ocean. I keep saying lake.
yeah, they definitely killed someone now.
For sure. So there it is.
All right, so now they have to make a pact. Barry makes them all take a pact, and he's pretty serious about it because when Julie's having second thoughts, he just strangles her.
We make a pact. Right here and now we take this to our grave. Julie?
Yeah, okay.
We take this to our grave! Let me hear it!
Let it go, Barry.
Barry gets aggressive, which I do like because it's like, it's insane. He's like peer pressuring them to make these decisions.
Yeah, it's true. Anyways, the camera ends up panning away, and we see there's something like glittering on the dock. Did you notice that?
Yeah, what was it? Oh, it's that little thing that the guy had from the beginning.
Yeah, and it comes in later. Yeah, I still don't know what it was. It looked like a watch at one point, or maybe it's a pendant.
It's something that spins. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, we cut to 1 year later. So Julie is now at college, and things aren't really going well. Her grades aren't good, but anyways, it's summer break, and she's returning home. So spoiler alert, all these kids' lives are kind of a mess now after this incident, and they're all going to be back in town.
Yeah, we see that this has really made a dramatic impact, and they all are damaged now because of this.
Yeah, and the couples are all broken up. We're all single now.
It seems as though this happened, and then no one ever talked to each other again.
Right? Like, it's only been a year, but like they immediately stopped talking and just went their own ways.
It feels like a 20-year reunion here.
Yeah. So Julie goes back to her house when a letter arrives in the mail. Now, there's no return address on this letter. She opens it up, and there's one simple phrase. I know what you did last summer.
Oh, there it is. And that is creepy, man. It's just such a chilling thing to get. Someone knows. And what are they going to do about it is the real question.
Oh, I think they're going to do some murdering.
And
Dan.
who? You know what's funny? Because I was watching this, I'm like, dude, there's only a couple even suspects. You don't meet that many people in the movie. Like right now, it's really just Max and the sister. And then I'm like, well, maybe Freddie Prinze Jr. too. You knew it probably wasn't going to be Barry because Barry's insane and it's too obvious.
I actually got tricked a little in this movie because I didn't remember who it was.
Did you get tricked into Freddie?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Julie ends up going to Helen's parents' thrift shop, and that's where you learn Helen acting career didn't go so well because she's now working the thrift shop with her sister Elsa.
Yep.
So they go from there, they go over to Barry's mansion, and this dude does live in a mansion. And that's where we see Julie and Barry have broken up. Not Julie, Helen and Barry have broken up. They tell Barry about this note, but he blows it off as nothing. And then he just like roasts these girls. Like,
Jay, you know what? You guys should check out a mirror once in a while. You two look like shit run over twice.
he's just talking about how disgusting they look, you know?
I did think it was funny. Like they haven't seen each other forever. I don't know why, but it's Barry, I guess. He's just a dick. And he's just like, yeah, look at you pieces of trash.
Yeah, it's crazy. Anyway, Julie pushes it like, hey, dude, this note has to mean something. And to that, Barry says, how do you even know this is related? You did a lot of things last summer.
To which I'm like, dude, he's kind of right. He probably did do some different things.
That is so stupid. That was such a stupid line. You did a lot of things last summer. You don't think it has to do with the guy you murdered?
Yeah, but that's what's funny because Barry's an idiot.
Yeah, it was funny to me.
Yeah.
All right, so Julie reveals that she's uncovered the name of the guy that they killed, and it's David Egan. All right?
And then we're just going to run with this. They think they killed David Egan.
For now.
They think it for now, yes.
Now they get back to like who's the person writing this note, and there's really only one person it could be.
Who?
Max.
Who's writing the note? Because he's the only one who saw it.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, he pulled up on the scene.
Yeah, that's correct.
So they decide to go where Max works, which just happens to be the fishing dock, all right? Again, these are poor people. They've made that clear. There's the elite and the poor people.
Right, right.
I mean, you're not poor if you work at a fishing dock. I'm just saying in the movie.
Well, comparatively, yes. You
Okay.
know. I guess
think
I don't know what anyone does in this movie or anyone's parents do, but they're rich. That's all we know.
Yeah. So anyways, Barry just immediately goes in there and threatens to kill him. And he happens to find a hook in an ice block that he just is like using that as like the threat, you know?
Implications there.
Yeah. So they leave, they all leave, and then they just happen to run into Ray, who works as a fisherman now. His dreams have been crushed. Now he's a fisherman.
I know. That's like quick for your dreams to die.
It's only been a year.
Yeah, I mean, it's not, yeah, I guess you just never went to college. I don't know.
I think you could also make a lot of money as a fisherman.
Well, we have a friend who's a fisherman.
It's true.
I have no idea how much money he makes. He's missing fingers now.
He lost some fingers.
It seems like
Sorry, Rob.
Yeah.
It is a tough career, though.
Yeah.
Anyways, Julie makes it clear they're over. That's like their relationship's done. But anyways, he's still kind of looking for hope. Whatever. That's a side thing. So now Max.
Oh, Julie and Ray.
Yeah. So now Max is back all by himself in the fishing dock, and he's doing some crab boiling. But as he's boiling these crabs, there's like all this steam coming around, so it's kind of hard to see in front of you. But you do see in the ice block he had put the hook in it, right? Well, that hook disappears.
Yeah, and I'm like looking around, I'm like, wait, is someone in here? I can't tell. So much steam.
so much crab steam. Yeah. So as he's putting these crabs in the pot, he hears something, and it's in front of him. He's trying to look through this fog, and then all of a sudden you see the killer and the slicker just appear. And then he just freaking takes a hook, underhand hook, through Max's like throat. Grabs him and pulls him.
Dude. And I will say, man, the first look at this killer, he's freaking kind of menacing. It's scary.
There's a couple things with the killer where I'm like, I love it. There's another scene that's probably my favorite we'll get to. But the one thing I was wondering, why the heck did he kill Max?
Yeah, I thought the same thing because Max had nothing to do with anything other than the fact that maybe this guy knew that Max was there and drove off, but Max didn't know that there was a guy there.
It doesn't really make sense, especially when you even find out the killer. It really doesn't make sense at all.
I mean, maybe he's just a killer.
Don't worry.
Maybe he's just a killer.
I have a note. I looked up some trivia on this. So Max's murder was added in reshoots. It was decided that the killer, who remained mostly in the shadows for the first half of the film, worked on a suspense level, but it really didn't provide, you couldn't really believe that he's going to kill the main characters, you know? So they wanted to add him in to make him think like the main characters are threatened.
Oh, hey, that's a good fact because you're right. If you didn't know that he was like, they were you wouldn't know they're even in danger, honestly, if this didn't happen, because all we know is that someone saw something.
It does work, though. If you think Ray's the killer, then killing Max does work.
Yeah, no, exactly. It provides that thing like in your head, like, oh, well, whoever killed Max killed him because Max knows something. Because he saw, and only a few people know that Max was there.
Really, killing Max only works for the core four.
Yeah, it's just a red herring.
Red herring. Yeah.
You know what? I'll say this too. I thought a lot about this. The hook as a killing weapon, although scary, I don't think it's that good.
I don't think it's very efficient to use. It's going to be hard to really kill someone.
Yeah, half the time the guy uses it as like a whacking tool.
Yeah, he does a lot of backhands.
Yeah, because really, like, if you're going to kill him, it's good from behind, or apparently, I'm going to be honest, even under the chin, there's no way you get leverage for that.
Well, it would hit like this way. It'd be hard to get it to go like that way.
You'd have to have you have to like almost break your wrist to get that angle right.
You can, I guess, get the jaw and pull what you did, so whatever. All right, we cut to Barry, who we get a sick montage, because apparently he's a professional kickboxer.
I know, I'm like, was he supposed to be a quarterback?
Yeah, I don't know. That was weird. He ends up taking a shower, and the only reason I bring that up, he's wearing dog tags. I don't understand that.
I mean, I think it's just a cool look. It looks sick, right?
I feel like there's some lore I need with that. Like, does he have a brother who died in the military or something? Or
no, I think he's just into the look, and also it's just a chance to see the guy with the shirt off, I think.
Okay.
They're giving it to both sides in this one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was ripped. I'll give him that. Props to you.
Shout out.
All right. So, anyways, he goes to his locker, and there he finds a photo of his car with the writing, "I know on it." Boom.
Another message sent.
Okay, and his jacket's missing from the locker, and I forget that plays into this movie somewhere. I don't remember where.
Yeah, I think a dead body has it on.
Maybe Max has it on.
Yeah, I think
later.
so. It's hard to tell sometimes with these dead bodies because their faces look all jacked because they're dead. You know,
It's true.
that's how dead bodies look if you haven't seen one. They don't look normal.
Somewhat true.
I was just talking. I haven't seen many dead bodies.
Oh, all right.
You have. I'm sorry.
I mean, there's some truth to that. Barry leaves the gym, and the killer ends up stealing his car in front of him, and then he like flips it around and tries to run Barry over. And we get the classic, like, Barry's running down the street and refuses to run to cover where he won't get hit. Instead, he just weaves in the street.
Yeah,
know?
the only danger is staying in the road. You got to go behind something.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. Anyways, the car ends up ramming him through a building, leaving him on the dock, like laying there, kind of incapacitated. Killer gets out, walks over to him, stands over him, but doesn't kill him.
I know. I'm like, why didn't that happen? And the only thing I can think of is because they were making a point that he's doing all this on July 4th.
So, but he killed Max.
He wasn't important enough to save for the 4th.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know why he didn't die.
That makes there's really no reason. So now the kids are in a little bit of a predicament because they can't tell the cops what's going on. So they decide they need to go find who this killer is. At this point, how would they even know who it is?
They just go to the sister.
Oh, so they need to find more out about David Egan, the guy that died.
Right, because they have no other leads at all. They just know Max is missing. They don't know that he's dead, though. I would kind of assume he probably is the killer, but...
Yeah, okay, so they have to go do some David Egan research. So when they do this, they go to the computer, type it in, find news articles, that stuff.
Yeah.
They find out 2 summers ago, David skidded out of control near that same spot on Dawson's Beach, and his fiancée Susie drowned.
Oh, interesting.
Plot thickens. Now, Julie also remembers on the man they did murder and pushed into the ocean. He had a Susie tattoo on his arm.
Again, right now we're operating under the assumption that that is David.
Yes.
So we're going to go, and we're thinking like, okay, the killer has got to be some relative of his maybe. Maybe his father we'd never see. Maybe it's his sister. She's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Her sister, by the way, has got some real TCM vibes.
You read that off here.
No, I swear I didn't. Was she in TCM?
Dude, well, do you see? I said, that's
Yeah,
so
the
funny.
girl, the baby, yes.
That's not her, though.
Dude, that is exactly who it feels like.
Okay, so here, they end up going to David's house. So the 2 girls go to David's house. And they meet his sister.
With some lame story, like the car broke down when they like drove it right into the park, right
Yeah,
into
it was-
the whatever. I was gonna say freeway. What's the driveway?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Anyways, the girl, though, the sister, I thought it was totally the girl from the 2003 TCM, the lady with the baby that's with the tea
next
lady.
to the big lady.
Tea lady.
Yeah.
And a good old cup of tea won't settle.
By the way, the tea lady's still alive. I looked that up.
Dang, shout out
Good
to
for you,
her.
tea lady.
Probably on that Ozemp.
Yeah, she lost some weight. Good for you.
Yeah, shout out. She's great.
Anyways, it's not the same actress, but I totally thought it was the same person.
Yeah, it had the vibe. Even the house they're at, it's just kind of in the middle of nowhere, this like kind of rundown place. It felt TCM-esque.
Yeah, agreed. So what they do find out from the sisters that a friend of Egan's came over named Billy Blue, and he stopped like after the guy died, he started showing up around the house.
Yeah, you know what's funny about this? So because Helen's the sister of David, the guy who passed away, she's telling him this, but see, I feel like they purposefully misled us with like bad information. Because what she says is like, oh yeah, his friend came over. She acted like she didn't know him very well. She's like, oh yeah, I don't even know his name, but it sounded like there was some implication that they had a thing.
Yeah, it sounds like they dated.
Well, we were sweet on each other for about 2 minutes, but it didn't work out. You know, he never really said it, but I think it hurt him to be around me.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, me and him were sweet for a little while, which makes you think like, oh, me and him had a relationship. I think she's literally saying like, oh, he came over and we had like a connection for, I don't know, a minute.
I thought they dated.
But they didn't when we find out who this Billy Blue is.
Are you sure they didn't date though?
Why would they ever date?
She said like it sounded like they were dating.
Well, can we just say who Billy Blue is?
Sure.
It's Freddie Prinze Jr. It's Ray. Ray came over earlier trying to figure out what's going on, and he just gave her a fake name.
Yeah.
There's no way he dated her with a fake name unless Ray's a psychopath.
He might have.
But that you see, understand why that whole thing's weird.
Yeah,
There's no way. I guess he could have. That's crazy if Ray dated her.
I don't know.
All right.
All right. Anyways, Helen decides. Yeah. So they leave the house. They get in the car. Helen's like, after hearing the story from the sister that like David wanted to die after the whole thing that happened with his girlfriend a year earlier. So that's why he was walking down the middle of the street. So it kind of gives him like, we didn't really do anything that bad.
Well, and when you watch the beginning of the movie, that was David on the side of the rock. He seems to have. He was drinking on the side of a cliff.
I don't know. That doesn't sound like a horror. I mean, it seems like a nice place.
Oh, yeah. No, it is not. What if you slip?
Yeah, whatever. Anyways, Helen ends up going home. She has a nice talk with her father.
Fox, 1-0 here in the third.
He's just a drunk, right?
Well, her father doesn't say a word. She walks in the house and is like, "Hi, Dad," and he just sits there watching baseball or something.
Nah, I don't know.
Anyways, she goes up to her room, but we find out someone has followed her home. The killer walks into the house. He ends up going in her room and hiding in the closet.
Well, and you're getting these POVs from like his point of view. You get that vibe. Someone's in there, so it's pretty creepy.
Yeah. So what we learn, Helen has the big parade tomorrow because she's the beauty queen, right?
Yep.
Her hair is very important to her. All right. So she ends up going to sleep. Again, the killer's in the closet, but when she wakes up, she's got a crown on her head and her hair has been cut. Written on the mirror is soon.
He's just tormenting these people.
Yeah. Okay, I had a problem with this though, because to me, her hair never looked bad.
Well, I think they fixed it up afterwards.
It looked pretty normal and like good.
Not initially. Initially, it was kind of all over the place, right?
I don't think it was that bad. I think he just cut it short, like gave her a shorter haircut.
I mean, she looks great, so yeah.
I mean, honestly, she didn't look bad at all. Well, I was like dying to know about it. So I found out Sarah Michelle Gellar had to cut her hair short and dye it blonde for Scream 2, which was filmed the same year as this. Because of that, Gellar had to wear extensions for the first half of the film before the killer cuts her hair off.
Oh, yeah, she was Cece, by the way.
Dude, I kind of forgot she was in that.
Oh, I didn't. Yeah, because she gets tossed off the balcony.
Oh,
there.
That's right. Okay. So Julie heads out, ends up meeting up with Barry and Helen, all right? But the problem is, while she's on the way, she hears something in her trunk right as she gets to the house. This scene's crazy. Here's something in her trunk. She gets out, opens it up to find Mac's decomposing body with a trunk full of crabs.
Yeah, and I did like this because she's driving around. It reminds me of one of these urban legends where she's driving, you just hear this noise. And yeah, it's weird. It's crazy. Like all these crabs are in there. What's even crazier is what happens after.
Yes, because she like runs in the house, gets Barry and Helen, but when they get back to the trunk, this thing is pristine. Totally empty. Not even like water, nothing. It's like perfectly clean.
I would love to see the shot of this killer doing the work to clean that out and how the heck he would have done that.
Dude, because it was like wet and dirty.
It's so far-fetched that I honestly was thinking, wait, is this like a hallucination? Because like there's no way that's real.
That's what I thought too. I was like, is this like a mental thing? It's not, because I have some notes here.
Oh.
A couple things on this scene. One, Max for the scene had to do a body cast. When Jennifer Love Hewitt first saw it, they shut down the shoot because she was so freaked out by it. And Max had to call her and reassure that he was alive.
I mean, that's crazy.
It makes me think she's a little bit of a diva.
Yeah, I don't want to say anything because, God, I respect her. But
right after this whole thing takes place, Ray just randomly like shows up out of nowhere. Barry immediately just punches him in the face and like accuses him of being the killer.
Yeah, that's an interesting thing between Ray and Billy. I don't understand their relationship because I thought they were cool and friends in the beginning, but Billy really has taken a turn and seems to hate him.
Yeah, don't get it either. Okay, so at this point, Julie starts to think that the killer could be that Billy Blue that they found out at the sister's house. So that's kind of who they're thinking the killer is.
Well, it makes sense because someone went and visited that girl. So someone else is trying to find information.
Right. So they decide to go to a yearbook and see if they can find Billy Blue in it. They obviously can't because it's a fake name.
Well, we know it's Ray. We already told you.
Yeah. Julie decides she needs to go back to Egan's sister's house so that maybe the sister can identify in the yearbook who this Billy was, right?
Right.
So now we get a whole split up situation. Julie's going to the Egan's. Helen's got to go to the parade. And Barry's going to go with her as a bodyguard. And Ray is just doing Ray stuff.
Yeah,
just
Ray's,
disappears.
I mean, again, I think it's purposeful to make him the suspect because he's not, like he said, not in it hardly at all. He just kind of goes off in his own thing.
So we get to the parade. It starts up, and again, Helen's hair looks great, and that's where I actually thought she might be wearing a wig, because I'm like, if he cut her hair, you think he would really F it up. It just didn't look bad at all.
No.
Anyways, they're in a fishing town, right? So of course they're gonna have a ton of dudes in slickers.
Sure.
Which this leads to Barry tackling some old dude.
Yeah.
Just tackles him.
Misidentified him there.
But really, like, when you tackle him, how do you really even know?
Yeah, he still could have been the guy.
Yeah, I guess if they don't have a hook.
I mean, he didn't really search him. He could have had a hook. You're right. Yeah, you wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know.
You don't even know what you're looking for.
No. Anyways, but Helen ends up spotting the actual killer on a balcony. She just sees him. That's really all that happened there.
I mean, we're assuming it's the actual killer because, again, it's just another guy in a rain suit.
But it did look like him. I think it was. Anyways, Julie ends up going to the Egan's again to meet the sister, and she's doing some butchering. Again, total TCM vibes.
Yeah.
Julie tells the sister that they're the ones who killed her brother, but the sister tells her that that's not true because he went there to kill himself. He was blamed for the death of his fiance, and he even left a note. And the note says, "I will never forget last summer."
Yeah, so was that actually a note he left?
I don't know. I don't know if he left it or the killer left it, because that seems very, very much like something the killer would write.
I gotta think it's the killer.
Dude, that has...
It's the killer. It has to be.
Yes, it does have to be. You're right. You're right. So the sister tells her that Egan drowned. It was ruled an accidental death. But Julie tells her she saw the Susie tattoo on Egan's arm because, again, she's trying to like really confess to this whole thing. Mm-hmm. But the sister says, no, can't be because he didn't have a tattoo. And that's where Julie realizes they didn't hit her brother.
Dang. So you're like, who did they hit?
Who did they hit? And it just randomly, this other dude drowned? We'll get to it.
Yeah, I was lost, dude. I was in the freaking blender at this point. I didn't know what to think.
Yeah, so now Helen has finished up her parade stuff. Now she's got to go to that beauty pageant. All right?
Which is the most awkward thing in the world. She just like sits there in front of everyone while Barry cheers her on.
Yeah, Barry goes to the balcony. He's going to watch over her and like provide protection, right? So as the performance is going down, she sees up above that the killer is behind him, right? He's sneaking up. So she starts screaming for help and tries to run down the aisle. And this is where I thought it was the craziest thing, because the crowd just grabs, like people just grab her and won't let her go.
It's as if she's an insane patient, like that has lost her mind, and everyone's like doesn't believe a word she's saying. Why wouldn't they believe her? Why wouldn't everyone just be like, oh wait, let's look up right behind us, and there it's happening right there, you know?
Yeah, it actually it drove me nuts. They like grab her and start like, who would just grab someone, you know?
Well, yeah, the reaction didn't make sense at all.
Anyways, but then a cop shows up. They go to look for Barry, but nothing's there. He's gone. No signs of anything.
But wait. We saw a drop of blood.
But there was a drop of blood.
We saw that as the audience. They didn't in the movie.
The cop grabs Helen, takes her home, and he makes like one of the most crazy offhand comments to her. He says, because she's telling him about the killer, you know? And he goes, did he use that hook to cut off all your hair?
Which is like, yeah, dude, you nailed it, bro.
But it's like, why would you say, but he said it in like a mean way. Like, why would you say that to someone?
Yeah, it's a crazy thing to say. Anyways, it doesn't make sense.
Anyways, there's a detour, of course, where the cop's going, and he's got to go down an alley.
I mean, there's some like stretches in this movie. I get it. Hey, dude, it's campy. It's stupid. But man,
yeah, this is a little rough.
We're going to find out the killer's waiting down this alley, of course. The killer had put up a detour, which the cop's like, oh, instead of like figuring out why this is even here, or just turning around and going back where you came from, I'm going to go down a creepy, weird alley where the killer knows they're going to go down, and we're going to see the setup. Yes, you may.
Have you ever taken a detour down an alley?
No. I would not ever go down an alley.
Yeah.
Even in the scenario of like real life where there's probably not a killer, I still don't go down alleys. Why would you go down an alley? You could just literally go back where you came from.
Yeah. Well, anyways, the cop goes down the alley. He walks up to the truck where the killer is. He gets hooked. He's dead.
This happens in this movie where the girls will yell at people and it actually causes them to get killed.
That's him! Behind you! Behind you!
It happens. Yeah, on the boat it happens too.
Oh. Our girl Jennifer Love Hewitt just straight sets up Freddy.
Yeah, big time. Cop's dead. Now the problem is Helen's stuck in the back of the cop car. She has to kick out the window. She does like escape out of it, all right?
Yeah, and at this point, I'm like, dude, she might survive this thing. She's got some final girl energy here.
Possibly. But let's cut back to Julie because she's doing some more research and she learns Susie had a father, a fisherman named Benjamin Willis.
Ah, interesting. So at this point, though, at least me, I'm on Freddy. I think Freddie Prinze Jr. Ray is the killer.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
So Helen's, again, she's still running from the killer. She ends up going to that thrift shop where Elsie's like closing up, runs in through the front door with the killer like walking right behind her. Anyway, she gets inside, kind of goes up to call for help, which doesn't work. Elsie locks up the door when the killer comes behind her, blood smeared on the window.
Yeah, I don't care. She deserved to die. She took way too long to lock the door. She took way too long to unlock the door. Everything took long with her.
All right, now we get to my favorite scene of the killer because they cut to a scene where he's got her on this hook and he's carrying her entire body with the hook.
Carrying who?
Elsie.
Oh, I didn't even remember that.
Yeah, he's carrying her around on the hook.
Sounds sick.
I liked it.
Well, because, yeah, it's nice to see some power. Again, I liked all the scenes until I saw his face, and then it removes the magic for me. I'm like, oh, you're just a human. No, you're kind of just an older man human.
Yeah. Not a scary guy, kind of normal dude.
No, like, you'll find in life, dude, if your imagination can, like, think of things that's scarier, yeah. Imagination's scarier than reality. Boom, that's what I'm going for.
All right.
Profound.
So anyways, so Helen timidly is walking through the store when she sees there's all these mannequins under plastic wrap. And that's where the killer does his first explosion because he has an ability to explode to the camera. It's fast and it's just a straight up jump scare.
And there were some good jump scares in here.
Yeah.
That got me.
Yeah, he does the explosion. So anyway, she ends up running to a giant dumbwaiter and pulls her up to the second floor, ends up going out a window, makes it to this wide open alley where she can see the parade walking by in front of her. She's almost home free.
Bro, this gave me such Scream vibes of Drew Barrymore in Scream 1, where her parents are home and she's almost there.
Mm-hmm. Yep, exactly.
I wonder where this guy got the ideas.
Yeah, from himself.
It's him.
Yeah. So she's about free, but then she hears something behind her and she turns around, but nobody's there. And that's because it's a fake out because he's actually behind her.
Oh.
Double behind.
Yeah.
Because he's right on the other side. They get in a fight, she gets hooked. She's dead.
I guess you don't really see it. I thought she might have survived, but I think she is dead. I don't know why. The kills aren't very bloody, so they don't really show much.
Yeah, back in this day, they had to edit a bunch of stuff, I'm sure.
Yeah, and that's another scenario of how did he get there? How did he know she was going to be going that way?
Well, and it's how did he make noise on one side and then ended up right behind her? There wasn't a lot of space to hide. There were some tires, but yeah.
Did you think he was in the middle of the tires?
Yeah, that was weird. Julie ends up going to the dock to meet up with Ray, and this is where she reveals who the killer is, all right? Let me break it down. Egan, that's the guy who got in the wreck, whose fiance drowned. He went to go kill himself. But Susie's father was actually there because he was there to kill him because of what he did with the daughter, the drowning thing, right?
Right.
He did that, apparently. I think he drowned him, right? That's what we're to believe.
Yeah, I think Susie's dad actually
Drowned
killed Egan.
Even though he was going to do it to himself, he did it first.
It's the implication the guy seems like he's a killer.
Yeah. Then, for some reason, he walked down this road in the middle of the road. I don't know why he was doing that, but they hit the father, okay? This is where they cleared it all up, all right?
Right.
Now, after clearing all this up to Ray, she goes to step on the boat with Ray when she looks at the side of it, and it says Billy Blue, the name of the boat.
And that would be shocking if we didn't already tell you that Ray was doing some investigating on his own, which was all good-natured investigating.
Yes.
He was just really trying to figure it out.
Yeah, so at this point, Julie thinks Ray's the killer.
Yeah, because we might not have mentioned it. I think they all got letters. I Know What You Did Last Summer. I think they all got those letters, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Ray said he got one too, but you never saw it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. All right, so Julie ends up running away from Ray. Ray's trying to chase her when a random dude comes out of nowhere and clotheslines his ass.
Oh!
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
So then the guy tells Julie, get on the boat, get away from Ray now. So she gets onto the boat, and it's this dude's boat. And she ends up finding a bunch of Susie articles because that dude who clotheslined Ray is the killer.
Yep.
It's Susie's dad.
And now we actually know for sure it's Susie's dad. Ray's good. Now she's stuck on the boat with him.
We also see that he has that locket or whatever that thing was that, again, Egan had in the beginning scene. We saw it on the dock, and now it's on the boat.
Yeah, so let's just say this. It was a pretty good twist because I guess because you never knew the dad was even involved and you thought the whole time it was Egan, and now it kind of makes sense. It is kind of weird, though, that her dad killed a guy who was already going to kill himself. That made it a little confusing.
Yeah, that part is a little muddy. But then I'm also thinking now, maybe that dude wasn't going to kill himself, and that was just a setup. Okay, you know what? I think I just figured it out.
I think we just solved it.
Yeah, I think the dad left the note. The dude was going there to mourn his girlfriend.
Yeah, the problem is it made him look like he was when he was sitting on the edge of the cliff, right? So you're already thinking that way, and then with the story leads you to thinking that way. You're right, though. Now that we know, this is all set up.
That makes total sense.
Why was the dad that mad? Did this guy Egan was he drinking and driving, or did he just like get in an accident and kill his daughter?
I thought he got in an accident, but maybe he did drink. Julie ends up running to the bow of the boat, and she grabs a flare gun. But the problem is the killer floors the boat, which makes Julie literally throw the gun. She like just throws it.
Tossed it over the edge.
It wasn't because they wanted to make it look like it fell, but she just is like.
I did see that. So now these two are on a boat. Ray's still on the, I don't know, dock, just watching.
We're going to get to where Ray, because he's going to be on a boat too. So Ray is in a boat chasing the boat. Yeah. So Ray jumps in his boat. He's chasing their boat. Now, Julie ends up climbing into a hatch and goes like deeper in the inner workings of the boat. Ray pulls up to the side of the boat and does some straight Navy SEAL boarding, jumps off one boat to another boat, and now him and the killer get in a fight.
Well, I said he looked like he was training for Ninja Warrior.
Yeah. So at this point, he's fighting the killer, and he's holding his own. He's doing great. But then Julie pops up like a freaking gopher, and then she yells at him, distracting Ray for the killer to backhand him, knocking him off the boat.
Yeah, she totally screwed him on that one.
Yeah, absolutely. If you think Ray's done, like he's in the ocean, no, he's not, because he just so happened, this is impossible, but whatever. He lands behind the boat in the water and like grabs onto like an anchor or a rope or something that's being drugged by the boat. And he's going to be climbing that for a minute, all right?
Yeah, so he's hanging off the boat.
Being drugged underwater.
Yeah. I mean, dude, the amount of strength you'd have to have is insane.
Well, think about how much you'd have to hold your breath. Julie is now, again, in the interior of the ship, and she makes it into the ice room. And all I can tell you about this ice room, this ain't ice, bro.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't look like ice. I was distracted because I'm like, she's in a white shirt in the ice. I'm like,
oh,
I thought they were doing something with this. You know what I'm saying?
You were looking at something completely different. I couldn't, like, I was watching the ice and all the way it moved and the way she was on it. I'm like, there's no way this is ice. I thought it was plastic. Turns out it was actually gelatin.
I'm gonna be honest, I never even noticed that there was ice in the room.
Watch these ice scenes. In no way did that look like ice. The way she, like, obviously, it wasn't even cold. You could tell the way she was on. And the way it looked and moved, it didn't make sense.
I believe you.
Anyways, Julie ends up finding some bodies of the people he killed, whatever, there in the ice. Ray ends up climbing back onto the ship. Again, some Navy SEAL stuff. The killer finds Julie in a hatch, all right? He opens his hatch, finds Julie standing there, again, screaming. That's when Ray sends a giant hook right towards his face, knocking the killer out.
Well, so it's funny. You say Navy SEALs, and I said in my notes, Ray turned into Captain Jack Sparrow. Wow. Because Ray's like, he's worked on a boat, but it just was funny to me the way he's moving around. He's like a pirate at the seas. You know what I'm saying? He's like hanging on to ropes, undoing things. It's really funny. It's like Home Alone on a boat.
Stupid. So Ray ends up grabbing Julie, pulling her up onto the deck. When the killer wakes up, backhands Ray again. It's like the third time. Now the killer catches Julie, and then he gives her a little advice. When you leave a man for dead, make sure he's really dead. And I feel like that quote could go probably for every one of these movies. And I don't think they even listen to it.
I mean, I think that's just like good life advice. If you're going to kill someone, make sure they're dead. If you so decide to go down that route.
Yeah, I mean, maybe not. Like, you could get in a lot of trouble.
Well, you shouldn't kill anyone. Yeah. But if you're going to do it.
Anyway, so now the killer raises his hook up. All right, he's about to slash her. Ray hits some lever or something, causes a rope to wrap around the dude's hook, pulling his head, or his whole body up to the top mast, which slices off his arm and sends him flying overboard.
Yeah, which it's like, we're in trouble because obviously we know that body's not going to turn up.
No.
And we're going to have some sequels coming up.
And also, it's like perfect. It's like he lost a hand. What do you think he's going to do with where that hand was?
What do I think he's going to do where his hand was?
Yeah, it's just going to be a hook instead of a hand.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I wish I
come
would
on.
have thought about that. You're right.
Yeah, I mean, obvious. Come on now.
What we see now is we have just created our own urban legend.
Oh, in the movie? Yeah.
Which is kind of cool.
Yeah. So Julie and Ray, they're safe now. The police are investigating the scene. Ray reveals that he went to the sister's house. That's where we find out he was Billy Blue. Anyways, and he just wanted to know about the guy they killed. That's all. The cops end up pulling up a net, and attached to that net is the killer's hand and the hook.
And thus the urban legend is born.
1 year later, we cut. Julie's back at college. Ray's in New York doing his thing. Their life's back on track.
Trading stocks.
Yeah. So Julie goes to take a hot shower when she gets a letter. But it's not what you think. It's just an invitation to the Kappa Beta Gamma pool party.
Fake out.
So she returns back to the shower, and this place is steamed out. Like, it's like the crabs from earlier times 10.
Yeah, steamy. Also, this towel is just barely. It's like mid lower boob. You know what I'm saying?
It's enough that there's a thought in your head that just maybe that towel's gonna slip a little.
Maybe if you slow motion, you might be able to catch a nib.
Oh, anyways, so as she's kind of like making her way through this steamed out room, she sees something on the shower that's written on the shower stall, and she looks a little closer, and it says, "I still know." Then the killer explodes from the shower.
Yeah, and we'll have to see what happens in the sequel, but we probably won't because I don't think we'll ever watch it.
We might do that on Patreon.
Maybe if you guys want.
We don't have Patreon though, so maybe YouTube, I guess.
Yeah, maybe for our members, if you guys request it, sure, we'll do it.
All right, final rating.
Yeah, dude, this movie is fun. Like we said, dude, I just love how simple it is. I love the whole thing being built around these urban legends. The guy with the hook, I didn't love when you saw him, but so let me break it down like this. Was it scary? Not really. Would you say? I didn't think there was some jump scares. Not very scary. I love the actors in it. I thought each character did a really good job. I thought they were fun. Girls are freaking smoke shows. Love that. The story, the writing was whatever. There's some holes in it. It was just a fun movie. I'm going to give this like a 7.5. I just think it's like a movie. High. Yeah, it's not a good movie, but it's a fun one to just throw on. It's like Killer Clowns-ish, you know what I'm saying, where it's just like a fun movie.
Okay.
Not nearly as fun as Killer Clowns, don't get me wrong.
I did like it too. I mean, it's more of like nostalgia, dude. It's like the time of our lives we watched it probably. I just thought I used to really like it, and I still think it kind of holds up for what it is. It's corny. There's the characters. I think you're totally right. The characters are fun. Even though, like, again, Freddie Prince's acting, not great. And he's really not even in the movie that much. But you at least got to, like, know the characters a little. You know, you actually felt something about them.
Yes. And I thought a lot about this because it reminds me of the Screams. I don't know where we are with you guys, but we've already watched the 5th Scream and the 6th one. We're going to do the 6th review soon. But it reminds me of the thing I don't like about those movies is I don't like the characters. This is like the opposite thing. It's like, I don't care about the movie. The characters are so good, it brings the movie up.
Yeah, totally agree. I thought the writing was okay. The twist is great, but like there's a few of those things, like the crab thing. I don't know. There's a couple like killing Max early that don't really like make sense, but I think he was going for those twists and stuff, but it doesn't really make sense, but whatever. We'll look past it. I think the killer is cool. Like having the trench coat and the hook. It's unique. The kills aren't like really that great. You don't really see much, but I liked when he got Max through the throat and pulled him. They did show some strength of his. It's a lot of hook hitting is what it really is, but either way, it's good.
Because of the hook design, it does make for unique kills. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to kill them in interesting ways.
Yeah.
Like if you just get it around the mouth too, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure that happens in a future one.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Like a fish.
Anyways, I kind of mentioned it too, but like overall, I enjoyed it. I would watch again. I'd recommend someone just check it out because it is like a cool horror film, you know, for the time. Love the urban legend vibe, how they played it throughout the whole movie. Then from telling the story to then they created their own urban legend. I think it's all good. I'd give it probably 6-8.
That's fair. It's like not a good movie. It's just a fun movie.
Yeah, it's definitely up our alley. Like I would watch it again. It's fun to watch. And I love the setting, so I'm into it. All right, well, that's I Know What You Did Last Summer. I had a good time.
Yeah, and I hope you guys are hyped up for the new one coming out soon because, hey, stay tuned. We'll be doing a review here soon.
Yeah,
I can't tell you when because I don't even know.
Yeah. Anyways, we appreciate it. Thank you to our members. We appreciate the support as well.
Yeah, if you want to support us, please leave us a review on Apples or Spotify's.
Apple, Spotify.
And thanks for just listening, guys, and hanging out. Thanks to our members.
All right, guys. Catch you later.
See you on the next one.
See you.
Bye.